DDZ zombie here, and what I got with me is my DD zombie deck. So what this deck relies on is plaguespreader and mezuki, what I think are the two cheapest zombies of the game. They remove from play to special summon other stuff, but once you're out of play, unless you got a burial, which is pretty slow, you won't get them back pretty much. That's why I use these guys. When they're destroyed, you can add one remove from play card to your hand. So that's the engine of the deck. It might seem a little slow, but with a little help from the other cards, it works reasonably. Sangan is just awesome. It's beastly. It gets me my Dimensional Alchemist, and it gets me my plaguespreader, and it gets a ton of other stuff. Cydras. I just love this card. Just so epic. Well, especially with this card. If your opponent's playing machines, that just very sad. That makes me want to cry right there. But of course, if your opponent is also side decking this card, which he probably is. I mean, really, like 99% of all duelists side deck him. And I can easily see why. In my side deck, I have a DD warrior lady. Why do I have him? She's slow. Well, after I get past my 2 goblin zombies, which searches out almost everything, my 2 zombie masters, which can easily get my plaguespreaders and or goblin zombies out on the field, my chaos sorcerers, which I'm pretty sure are broken, since they're semi-limited, which I can easily get out on the field and remove from play stuff, I got 2 more DD warrior ladies. At 3, it's basically like triple removal. If your opponent has a monster you want to get rid of, crash. You take some damage, but it's out of the game. And he will almost certainly not get it back. To honest, protector of DD warrior ladies, Dimensional Alchemists, and, well, they don't really need protecting, but they also work with cyber dragons, which I find pretty useful. So they work with each other, which I normally won't do, but hey, if you need it, they're there. Gale, because he's awesome. I mean, if your opponent has a really high attack monster you just need to get rid of, or has a Stardust that's really bothering you, voila, there we go. Gores, I love this card, because if you're like, oh no, I'm about to lose, I have an open field and my opponent is completely dominating me, hacha, when he attacks you. That could change the game, possibly, or at least give you a chance. That's mainly what I think of him. He's like a second chance if you screw up. Kind of like Black Rose Dragon. Solemn Judgment, the big no of the game. If your opponent's playing like, let's say, a Royal Decree, no! Or a Book of Moon on your Bryanak when he's about to send stuff. No. Or when you're summon Dimensional Alchemist, no. Or when you summon anything and your opponent tries to negate it, no. So, yeah, just awesome. Running 2 Books of Moon because they're awesome in this format, plus an enemy controller because there's so much stuff I want in the graveyard. Plus, it's also very versatile too, which I like. Lightning Vertex, again, there's so much stuff to get in the graveyard. I'm running 2 MSTs in my main deck, which is highly unusual, plus a Nobleman of Extermination, which is most likely overkill. But if my opponent uses a Royal Decree, I'm running many trap cards, so then I'm screwed. Or if my opponent says no special summoning with Royal Oppression, I'm screwed. Or if he uses Gravity Bind and even burns me, I'm pretty much screwed, unless I get up Bryanak. And then after he dies, I'm screwed. Because I got no piercers. I mean, I just really need to get rid of those cards. And compulsory really kills me too, because this relies on synchro summoning. So if I get rid of his D Prison, or his Bottomless Trap Hole, or his Solemn Warning right there, I'm happy. I'm very happy. Cold Wave, that's for the big push. When I got a kajillion monsters on the field, and they got none. Cold Wave. Monster Reborn. Stable. My Body has a Shield. Well, since I have a Gale, I can get out an Armor Master. And not only does it combo well with that, but I just really need it sometimes. Because, like, I get a big Synchro on the field. And they, let's say, what do? They Sakuretsu Armor me, no matter how noobish that is. I just can't accept that. If I have no monsters and I have one, then, yeah, it's time to use this. I mean, come on. So what can I say? Stable. Well, Cross-Out, he's just great for, like, all decks this format. Raikou, Domination. Spy, Domination. Super Nimble Mega Hamster, Domination. What else? There's a lot of stuff anyways. Oh, Amherst Blade, Dark Soul, Domination, Domination. So, I just like that. Compulsory Evacuation Device. The same thing that is so evil to my deck is evil to many other people's decks. Especially since everyone is, like, shelling out $200 for a Plan Synchro deck, which I cannot afford. So they're like, ha 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 ha, I use Glow Up Bulb and special summon of a billion monsters for my ultimate combo, in which I get a... 1 second. Shooting Star Dragon. I say, no. And that's utter domination right there. I mean, seriously. Mirror Force, staple. Torrential Tribute, it's not that great actually, this format. Because, like, a lot of people are citing, or main decking, this card. And Stardust is almost always on the field. I don't even know why. It's so easy to get out. Probably because of this card, but... So this isn't that great. I probably... If I can, I'll get another one of these. These seem to work a lot better, this format. But, I don't know. I have to think about it. A Starlight Road, because, again... There's not as much destruction as there was, but there's still a lot of destruction going on. Like, you're going to see this in every single deck. And you're going to see this in a lot, too, so... And Black Wings. Let's see, that perfect card right there for Black Wings. Bottomless Trap Hole. This is awesome. I actually chose a compulsory evacuation device over this, because what I noticed was that whenever someone got something out that I really didn't like and wanted to use this for, they were going to get something that usually was a synchro or a bigger monster, which I could use this on. But if it was a synchro, I could just use compulsory instead. So I don't know. I just find it even better than this. I don't know. I guess it depends on different situations, but I just find that working with one is okay. It's not that bad. 7 tools. Okay, this kind of... I don't know. The reason I'm running so much negation here is because a lot of things can destroy me easily. Like, Royal Oppression completely dominates this deck. Let's see, Royal Decree completely destroys this. Super fast things that destroy everything on the field. Just so many things can completely dominate this deck that I need the negation in order to be the big push. This is a beatdown deck, the oldest and most simplest kind. I mean, really, the synchros you're going to get out are definitely beatdown synchros. Like, they're going to be Goyo Guardian, they're going to be Colossal Fighter. I'm not running Archfiend, actually. I'm running this dude instead. harder to get out, but I find him more useful, especially with his triple compulsory like effect. Obviously, we're running this dude, Beatdown. I mean, come on. We're running this dude. That's for if we really screw up. And of course, we're running 2 of this dude. I mean, even Beatdown, you need to protect your stuff. I mean, if your big boys are out there and they all just get completely dominated, there's no reason for you to even get them out in the first place. There's the Cataster. It's not that useful actually, but it's still a useful thing to have. And of course, the Armor Master, the big Beatdown dude. If I have a Gale here, usually like 90% of the time, it's gonna be this. Either this or Black Rose. Whatever. So, you know. So that's my deck. This is my first one, so it's not that great. I have better ones, like my actual Gravekeepers, which you can see over here, is better. My Lightsworn over there is better. And I sold my X-Sabers. Don't worry. It's a lot better than the junk pile I have on video. Anyway.